Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. On third down, Rosen looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
At the 46-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll try the left side. Pickett, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Middle. Let's put that. Hey, let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Johnson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Alert three.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now they try the right side here. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down, Dallas.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on 1st down. Pickett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Now a give right side. Pickett. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
You ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on their short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now Haskins to throw it. Dancing to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. I got one.
Second down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On first down, Pickett, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Pickett. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I'm coming.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Crunch. He's coming. Double up.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now it's Rosen. James has got it. Complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terry Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And a route is on here in this first half. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Go.
Mike 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go for the end. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Hurry up, 2.
Back to throw again. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Now that Redskin offense coming back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down now. Pickett. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. To throw is Rosen. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They'll run on 1st down. Pickett. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Pickett. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Godwin, 85 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go! Let's go!
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a handoff looking right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a first. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll come out in the pistol. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Watch the run. Alert.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And finally brought down at the 43. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 52 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's get off the field, Steve.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Cowboys 45, Redskins 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back to throw here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 45 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Now defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now we'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch time, watch time. Hard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pickett, not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike, 55. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 4.
Greystone, travel.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Johnson's got it complete. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson was the intended receiver. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ten Lobo.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll look to throw.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Back to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. David Johnson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a give, right side. Pickett. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll try the left side. Pickett. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. On third down, Pickett, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Washington, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.